So we know what goes on in your shed, don't we? So, I won't be coming around asking to borrow a lawnmower or anything like that, I don't think. But fabulous, really, really powerful film, very powerful film. I love the lighting that was going on in it, fantastic lighting, and some of the close-ups, particularly when the guy started laughing and all that, the angles that were chosen, and a real pervasive atmosphere throughout of menace, and dentists and things. It just puts you in mind of all that sort of stuff. But yeah, how long did it take you to shoot that?
About 22 hours.
22 hours?
Yeah.
Right.
I did it in like... it was quite an intense shoot.
Yeah, say that.
Well, we decided we wanted to do it as quickly as possible, and I said, like, well, maybe, you know, at a push we can try and do it in a day.
Yeah.
Because I was like 6 months pregnant at the time, and time was running out. We wanted to get a couple of films out before I had my baby.
Right.
So like, let's just do it as quickly as we can, and then, you know, we'll do another one after.
So you kind of made the film almost quicker than your labour.
It was quicker than my labour, like by quite a long time actually. So yeah, we just knew we had such a short time scale, and then we couldn't get people back for a second day. So we were literally there from early in the morning till very, very late at night. It was a hell of a long day. And everybody who worked on it was amazing. Nobody complained. Everybody just worked so hard. It was a brilliant crew, brilliant cast as well.
Well, it certainly comes across in the finished product. And naked bulbs have always got to be swinging, haven't they?
Yeah,
You've got to get the swinging naked bulb. No, it ain't right. Plus, I mean, I don't know, maybe people aren't old enough here, but I remember a series called Callan. And the opening titles used to have the swinging light bulb at the beginning and all that. I'm not on my own, yes, somebody else remembers. But yeah, I mean, and the father, great performance, fantastic performance. I think he's here tonight, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, you should be a dentist. You know, have you considered it? You can make a few bob on that. You can fund your films. You could actually fund your films off it, you know. But yeah, my toes were curling at that point. I'm sure there were a few more in the room. So how did the idea about this come about? Where did it come from?
Well, it's actually from a friend of Paul's. He's called Peter Skillen, and he wrote the script and sent it to Paul. Paul read it and he was like, oh, Nat, I'd love to play the skinhead in that, it's brilliant, you know, I wonder if he'd like me to play it. Yeah. So he contacted Pete and he was like, well, of course I want you to play it, that's why I sent you the script. Right. And I liked it, so I was like, Paul, just get me in there and just, you know, see if he'll let me direct it. And we all had a meeting and just had a chat about it and found that our ideas were really similar, and, you know, we both brought different things to it, but working in unison still. So it was all his idea, and it was brilliant. He's a brilliant writer, Peter.
So was this the motorbike, you know, the scene with the daughter, I should say, was that like done the day before and then off came the hair and on went the henna?
No, that was just me and my daughter on the day out, because my daughter doesn't live with me, so that was my day to see her.
Right, and you just thought...
iPhone, that was an iPhone.
And you used that as part of the film, anyway. Inspired, it really, really works.
Yeah, really, I think, because at the end it's such a small amount of time, you know, he just says that, those few lines at the end. And I think it needed that something extra just to hit it home, really.
Well, for me, it hit the balance. It hit the balance right back in your favour. You know, because at first I really didn't like you at all. No, definitely not. You know, but adding that really softens, if you like, and drives home what it is about. And again, the titles at the end with the picture and the ballad. Creepy stuff.
Just got to make sure you hit it home, just in case, you know, just in case, it's got to be powerful. Something like that is such a powerful topic. And as I say, like, you know, in a short, there's not a massive amount you can do, and it goes through such a journey anyway. You just need to give it that something extra, I think, if you can.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, yeah, fantastic, really, really powerful piece. Well done, you know, I certainly enjoyed it, and I know we're pressed for time at the minute, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw it straight open to questions. Chris?
Seriously, that last bit where it probably turned the whole film around, I thought it was awesome. I really did like that. It's like revenge. It was like a revenge film, and I was like waiting for something. I was like, what's missing? And then it went boom, and then it showed, and then you got the reason for the revenge.
Yeah, we wanted it to seem about racism. Sorry. And we wanted it to seem more about racism at first, you know, so that this guy is a typical skinhead, loads of tattoos, he's a bit of a bastard really, and you know, we wanted people to hate him. And then at the end, when it does turn, at first he says this line, you're not really sure exactly what's gone on, and then just with that video, it sort of you go, ah, yeah, okay, I get it now. That was the plan with that.
Yeah, I was going to lead on to my question, which was like, I watched it first, and I went, ah, romper stomper influence, like with the tattoos and stuff. I went, oh, Russell Crowe romper stomper. And then when he started pulling the teeth, I was like, oh, old boy. You know what I mean? I was just like, that's how I work in my mind.
I love old boys.
But no, but it was like, what was the influences of that film?
God, I just literally took it from the script. I mean, I love films. I've watched so many films, and I think subconsciously it does kind of sink in different styles. But the script spoke to me, to be honest, and I just, whenever I direct a film or work on a script, I like to let the script lead me rather than go for a specific style. I think it has to work in unison with everything. It all has to piece together. Peter Skillen had such strong ideas with the script that he wrote. It kind of led me onto the next stage of that journey. Thank you.
Any other questions?
What kind of lenses did you use on the film, and was there anything in terms of the camera work that you did to try and make it more intense and claustrophobic?
My original plan with the film was that I wanted it to be very close and like you say, feel claustrophobic. So I always wanted a lot of tight shots, especially at the start, so you get really close to the characters and you don't really know where they are. You know, they could be anywhere, they're just in this dark space, and with this black envelope in them, it just creates this really tight, closeted space to build up that emotion more and let the audience get in with the characters and what's happening a lot more. And it was David Noble who shot that. And I mean, I'm sure some people have heard of him because I know he works on a lot of projects. And he did no, he was fantastic, and he's very professional, and you know, he did some lovely work on that. And we had a great cast and crew. I just want to say that.
That's the key, isn't it? That really is the key.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without them. I mean, we've got Lee Noble, who was the production manager.
Lee Bolt.
Lee Bolt.
Yeah.
Just had a proper spazzed out moment there.
That's one joke.
That's just not vlog production.
You know, it's all your fault. No, it's not. It's my brain. It's just mush. And then Gavin did the photography as well, and I know he helped out with the lighting with Dave.
Great lighting, great lighting.
Oh, he did a fantastic job, really good. And so many people who worked on it were just amazing, who gave the time of it. And I mean, we couldn't afford to pay people on this one because this was our first project. But you know, we've got a lot of the same crew and cast onto our next film that I'm currently editing, and we have, you know, we're starting to manage to get a bit of money together and start paying people, because it's so important for the crew and the cast who make the film. You couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely. Any more questions? Well, fabulous film, Natalie, really well done, absolutely brilliant. Now, I know a lot some people are waiting for the documentary on the making of The Watcher. As we're pressed for time, what we're going to do, we're going to drop straight into The Watcher now, and for anybody that wants to hang around afterwards, we'll be showing Ben Motters's documentary on the making of The Watcher. Fabulous. Well, round of applause, that's his film, absolutely brilliant.